Welcome and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I find that investors today are often frustrated with the investment process. What they worry about is not having enough money, not having the comfort and security they'd like to have heading into their pre-retirement years. People have no peace of mind over their finances, and I believe this is because of a 7-step cycle called the investor dilemma. The investor dilemma explains why many investment decisions are driven by emotional and psychological bias rather than hard, cold reality. On one hand, investors want to grow so they have enough wealth accumulated to meet personal financial goals. Yet for most, this will only happen by investing money prudently. Therefore, investors need to make decisions and select strategies to maximize investments year after year. Unfortunately, the actions investors frequently take are most often to be self-defeating. Let's look at how each step of this counterproductive cycle interferes with the investor's ability to develop and maintain an ideal investment strategy. The cycle begins with the fear of the future, with a sense of uncertainty about the future. This creates questions like, will there be enough money to maintain my standard of living? How much do I need to save? How do I know what's the best investment? Unfortunately, the media and advertisers prey upon this fear of the future in an effort to sell products and initiate transactions, creating a need to forecast. Because of the fear, investors have a strong desire to comprehend and predict future events. If someone could tell us what is going to happen with inflation, long-term interest rates, share prices, overseas markets, then there would be nothing to fear. Along these lines, there are frequently convinced that someone has the information, power, and insight to forecast the future, leading to track record investing. Track record investing is the primary method investors use to convince themselves that the future can be foretold. This means that they'll look at stock managers who've performed better than the market in the past and hope that they will continue to have superior performance in the future. In the search for the oracle to beat the market, they often create a paralysis of analysis or information overload. See, in the past, information was the best way to guide prudent investment decisions. However, the current information age has created access to so much information that it's easy to become overloaded in the quest to find the right investments. Investors feel compelled to expose themselves to all available information, the internet, books, newspapers, magazines, TV talk shows, advertisements, even polling friends. It goes on and on. The results of, instead of reducing fear and doubt about investment decisions, this information overload intensifies them. The frustration that comes from the simple need to have some answers causes us to revert back to emotion-based decision. An investor, we never overcome our own humanity. Even though most investors prefer to think they make investment decisions based upon logic, it is typically emotions such as trust, loyalty, hope, fear, and greed that drive investment decisions. This lack of clarity causes many of us to break the rules of investing. There are 3 commonly accepted rules. One is to own equities, another to diversify, and another rebalance. The golden rule of investing is to buy when prices are low and sell when prices are high. Sounds simple. However, when investors base decisions about the future on the past, they always wind up breaking this rule, thereby unintentionally sabotaging their portfolio. The end result? Performance losses. This means the investors fail to capture the returns they expect and that are there. Unfortunately, because investors so frequently break the golden rule of investing, they do not receive market rates of return. Investor performance does not equal investment performance. When this effect is compounded over a period of years, wealth potential for reaching financial goals is significantly decreased. These losses create additional frustration and fear about the future, and once again, the cycle is initiated. One sign that you may be in this self-defeating cycle: did you choose your current mutual funds based on a star rating for past performance? How about taxes? Do you feel like you're paying more taxes than you should? Expenses. Do you understand how the fees and costs work within your portfolio? both hidden and those that you can see. The fact that you're even seeking out answers does indicate that there may be some concerns. If you'd like to learn how to escape the investor dilemma, you have come to the right place. You see, there's not a lack of information in this country, especially in the financial community. Rather, there's a lack of clarity. And again, clarity comes from education. So we need to make sure that the sources that are educating us are in fact working in our best interest. You see, we don't focus on the marketing magazines and the research which creates buy and sell recommendation that Wall Street generates. Rather, we believe in a scientific and academic approach to investing, grounded in the last 50 years of academic research from Nobel laureates as well as many well-known academic institutions. You don't need to know everything to be a prudent investor. Just know the few right things that apply to you. We encourage you to join us and start toward the path of peace of mind. We have a number of opportunities for coaching, whether that be our Investor Awareness Guide, which you can request, which is included in our Free Market Investor Series, our Retirement Planning Today classes that are at local universities, many investor education sessions that we do, as well as newsletter or face-to-face coaching sessions. Please start by requesting your free resource package. You don't need to know everything if you have a coach teaching you the few right things. Thank you for your time. I look forward to meeting you.